Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I know it has been a very long time since I filmed a YouTube video. So if you don't know, I am currently pregnant. I had just uploaded a video recently of our gender reveal, so we are having a boy. I am extremely excited about that, you guys, like over the moon and beyond. So I thought, why not come on here and show you guys my experience being pregnant so far. If you guys don't know, I do have Myasthenia Gravis, which is a autoimmune muscle disease, and that plays a huge part in my life in general. And I get a lot of questions about like, how is my pregnancy going, and I definitely want to just get straight into telling you guys all of the things that come with Myasthenia Gravis, as well as the pregnancy symptoms that I have had. Now, I want to say that everybody's body is different and that we're all going to experience different symptoms depending on the person. Before I get into that, I just wanted to say that. So basically this video is just going to be a recap of like my first trimester. I'm currently in my second trimester. Right now I'm 21 weeks. I am showing. Also am a bigger girl, so typically when you're a little bit bigger, your belly tends to be a little bit more prominent. So I basically found out I was pregnant pretty early on. I definitely did plan this baby with my fiance, and with me having myasthenia gravis, I am currently on medications, so we definitely wanted to plan. The medications that I'm currently on is just prednisone and mestinon, and before I was on Cellcep. So I stopped taking Cellcep like 4 to 6 months prior to us actually trying. So that's kind of how that went. So I also want to mention that I was taking prenatal vitamins at least like 2 months prior to us trying. Plus I was advised that, and with my research I also noticed that, you know, a lot of people take prenatals beforehand. So I went ahead and did that. I decided, because I do get really queasy like really easily, nauseous just comes with me all the time, that I just decided to go ahead and try to do gummies. And so I did prenatal gummies by Spring Valley. You get them from Walmart. That's where I got mine from. I'm pretty sure you can get them from like CVS or any drugstore that, you know, is around you, Walgreens or something like that. So basically when I found out I was pregnant, it was like 3 to 4 weeks. At the time I was experiencing symptoms, and with me having myasthenia gravis and being pregnant, I think I had to try to figure out what those symptoms were. So probably what I'm going to do is go ahead and pop up right here the symptoms that I had with myasthenia gravis and the symptoms that I had with pregnancy. Just probably it'll be a whole lot better pointing out exactly what I had, so that if I forget something, it'll be right here. Currently I was having headaches. I had like one day I was having like really bad double vision, and I typically don't have double vision, although I've had it in the past with me having myasthenia gravis. It comes and goes, but it's not like as strong as this one was, where I had to like completely lay down and just relax. I also wanted to mention that with me having myasthenia gravis, I did notice that I did get weakness at nighttime the first probably 6 to 8 weeks. After the 8 to 10 weeks, I started to notice that like my strength started to get normal again. Well, you know, typically when you have myasthenia gravis, you're tired anyway, because, you know, your muscles are working constantly. You're constantly doing things, breathing, blinking, all of those things, and that's all of the, you know, the muscle system. I definitely was like tired more, and technically I'm considered to be in a stable medicated version of myasthenia gravis, meaning that I take medicines to manage what I had. All of the other things that typically come with myasthenia gravis, like having flares here and there, I'm used to those things. I'm used to managing them pretty well. I don't have any issues with that. A couple of weeks into that, I started to feel extremely sick. The nausea was getting out of hand. So then at that point we kind of decided, let's go ahead and take a pregnancy test. Well, I decided because I noticed that things were a little bit different than I was used to. We took a test, come to find out I was pregnant. I actually found out on New Year's Eve, and immediately after that we kind of like told my mom and his mom. So basically I'm going to break down all of the symptoms now that I've had with my pregnancy. I started getting bloating early on, so I knew that that was a little bit different. Of course, I was nauseous all the time. I started to notice that a lot of those things were creeping up on me a lot faster. I started having back pain, which is crazy to me. I also had a heartburn. Heartburn was a big issue as well with me. So I had took like, Tums and stuff like that. So that kind of helped with that. My boobs started to get bigger. My sense of smell was like really, really strong. I don't like the smell of air freshener. Not a lot of it, at least. That bothers me. And chicken noodle soup. One weird thing that I noticed is that I ended up having a lot of cramping, and I don't know if that has a lot to do with pregnancy or that plays a huge part with me having myasthenia gravis. Just because that is a muscle thing, cramping. I've always had really bad cramps as a child growing up since like I first started my period at like 11. Noticing that every time I was to go use the bathroom and urinate, I would have cramping immediately right after, and I didn't understand why. And I did talk to my OB, and they told me that it could be either or, and it's completely normal and it's fine. So I just wanted to say that because cramping could mean anything. As of currently, do I cramp? No. What I also noticed is, of course, my clothes change. Again, I went up a size on everything, so basically just to feel comfortable, my belly to feel comfortable. What I also recommend is going on Amazon and buying a lot of like dresses, because of course it's going into summer right now. It's still kind of spring. I just don't really like a lot of constricted clothes on top of my belly, so like dresses work really well. I wear a lot of like spaghetti strap shirts, kind of like this, a lot of leggings. Anything that's like really, really stretchy, I wear a lot of that. I wanted to get into what helped me with me being nauseous. I'm just going to be completely honest. Like, a lot of things didn't help for me. I actually wrote down all of the things that I tried and it didn't work. So I tried saltine crackers. That didn't work for me very well. It's like a temporary thing. Like, when they tell you have morning sickness, that's definitely not what I had. Like, I had sickness throughout the day. Travis went ahead and bought me ginger chews. Like, the first probably couple weeks it did help, but then it went away and it just, my body got used to it, and then I was still nauseous even after. And like with ginger chews, it has like a spicy type of taste afterwards, like as you're swallowing, and I don't like that spicy sensation either. It just didn't help. I did try peppermint tea, bought Preggy Pops, and they taste really good, but I felt like they taste so good to the point where they don't really help with nausea. I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't help me either. I did go to CVS Pharmacy and asked them about what they recommended to help for nausea, and they told me Unisum, which is a medication that you can get over the counter. I just didn't want to take any medications to help with my nausea. I wanted to try to go as natural as possible. I knew that it was going to end eventually, so I wasn't too pressed about it. It was just that, in the moment, you just feel like you're miserable. When they tried to offer the medication, I asked them, was there another option? Vitamin B6, I took them. They were giving me headaches. I couldn't take them for very long. Plus, I didn't feel like it was helping with the nausea. I was still nauseous throughout the day, especially at night. So yeah, it didn't really help me in that aspect. The only thing that really helped me was ginger ale. Travis actually ordered our ginger ale offline on Amazon, and it's really like a natural one. I'll pop the name up here because I don't know it off the top of my head. The ginger ale actually helped. Like, I don't like soda that much, and so drinking it every single day just for the nausea, like, I kind of got tired of drinking soda. And then plus I was really nauseous at night, so like my appetite had changed. I actually lost like 10 pounds. I would eat very small things, nothing too heavy, just enough to kind of, give me something, because I would be like so hungry. With me having myasthenia gravis, the weakness and being nauseous at the same time at night doesn't work very well. And the type of weakness I get is like in my mouth. The muscles around my mouth get really, really weak, and I'm not able to like chew properly. In the beginning, it was definitely difficult for me when it came to eating and being nauseous at night. So one thing I did want to mention that has helped me out a lot is the pregnancy app, What to Expect. I promise you I'm not getting sponsored for this or anything like that. I just want to mention it because it really did help me throughout this whole pregnancy so far. and I use it on the fruit setting portion of it because, you know, it kind of tells you the size of your baby. So yeah, if I remember correctly, the app tells me that my baby's the size of a sweet potato right now. It's a really helpful app. It shows you like really detailed photos and videos of like where you are in the stage of your pregnancy, and I really do appreciate using that. And I'm going to keep using it until the end of my pregnancy and see how everything goes, because it definitely helps me keep track of everything. I also want to say that a lot of the things that I'm saying I do write down, just because pregnancy brain is a real thing, and I don't think that anybody knows how real that is. I forget things really easily. I've gotten a whole lot better, but like I know in the beginning I would forget things. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something, and then immediately like I'm like, what was that thing that I said I was gonna do? That's what I mean. But everything's perfectly fine. The baby's fine. We're actually about to have another appointment coming up next week, and that will be my 22 weeks. So I think that I covered everything. If not, go ahead and leave comments down below asking me questions, because I know a lot of people that follow me on here is for my Myasthenia Gravis you know, updates and things like that. And so yeah, if you have any questions regarding Myasthenia Gravis or just pregnancy in general, I will be happy to answer them for you. I feel like my videos will be very informative for those who are trying to get pregnant, who have Myasthenia Gravis, or just trying to get pregnant in general. But I think that it plays a huge part with me having Myasthenia Gravis that really does help other women who are currently dealing with this disease and really want to start a family. And if you already started having children before and you got diagnosed with Myasthenia Gravis after, it is a huge difference as well. But this is my first child, so this is only, I can only tell you about my experience so far. And comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.